Okay, so you really ready? You really ready to roll this? Do this thing?
Ready? I'm gonna get.
All right, well here we go. Lay Ill Kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing that street geek nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, another wonderful episode of Loungin. We made it another week. It's Friday. I'm glad to see your beautiful sunshiny faces. Yo, Boogsworthy, what up? Markeith Collins in the chat, what up? Big shout out to you guys. Much love to you guys. Glad y'all are here. Speaking of folks that I'm glad that's here, let me go in and give a shout out to everybody that be holding me down in them how should we say, Patreon streets. But Boogsworthy, of course, Enrique Carrion, Fillmore Pockets, Jamal Lee, Kibi23, Panda, Sean Wynn, Thought Crimes, Tim I, Tyler B. Much love to y'all. You guys help out so much, and I can't even begin to, explain how much it helps with cords, batteries, packs, this small stuff, whatever, all kind of things. But I'm not by myself. I am joined by Lady Lisa. Say hey.
Hey, y'all.
And if you want to check out Lady Lisa and her friend, sister, cousin, Madam Butterfly, you can check out the new episode of
Black Together, A Walk in Her Shoes.
Yes. This week, what are y'all talking about?
We are talking about, well, the title of it is Because I'm Grown.
Mm-hmm.
So it's talking about the journey of, Black women from little girls and maneuvering into adulthood and all the different, components betwixt.
Word out. And part 1 is out right now. Mm-hmm. So y'all gonna rustle up, get that. Cause I'm gonna drop part 2. Should I do it tomorrow?
What? You're not gonna make the people wait till next week?
Do you want them to wait till next week?
Guess you guys would just have to find out.
You guys will just have to find out. We don't know. But speaking about tomorrow, we have the rent party. Yo, it's about to be blazini. We got Black comics, cosplay, gaming. It's going to be extravaganza. We got panels. We got Blurred Over coming through. We got Ninja Yo-Yo, Gamma Ray. We got 1 through 3 art. And, of course, Quinn McGowan. So Jason and Quinn McGowan, of course, those guys coming through. We formed like Voltron to make this happen. So, from anyone from Robert Jeffrey to, the folks representing over at Ray Comics, we got that for you. So, if you're trying to get your hangout on with a whole host of folks, come on through. We know it's Halloween. Don't worry about that COVID candy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay in. And we got a morning service and an evening service. There's going to be dope stuff in the morning, dope stuff in the evening. It won't be the same thing. So if you see the morning, trust me, in the evening, you're going to have to see some new stuff. And if you miss the morning, you're going to watch the replay because it's mad stuff. But we got things going on. we got some things to get through, but I'm gonna make sure that this episode is light, cool, because we know things are, we know things are getting real. So we gonna have a good time. So So, as you can see, you've already tipped my hand. We're going to get into election 2020. So, in this year of our Lord 2020, even though technically we don't really know what year it really is, like if we were counting back from when like the Earth, I guess the sun first hit the Earth or whatever, or maybe even before that, who knows? We might be year like 2,065,000. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, the point is, like we know we've been telling you got to go vote. We know we've been telling you that voting local is super duper important. Voting down ballot. One thing that I would like to say is that California actually put their down ballot stuff first. Yeah. Before the presidential race stuff, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
But
it's important to I mean, come on guys, the local offices affect your everyday life much more than the presidential. You know, when you're voting for your senators and judges,
city council,
judges,
school board folks. You know what I'm saying? All that kind of mess, which is important for your day-to-day activity. So, if you haven't voted, please find a way to go vote. They got drop-off boxes. They got, I don't know, it might be too late to mail in. You might want to drop it off. But drop-off boxes all over the place. Or you can go take it to a vote center, like vote at home. You know, they sent you your pack. Vote at home. Take it to the vote center and put it in their hands. So, you know what I'm saying? You can do that. All throughout I don't think on Sunday, but throughout the weekend you can, and of course Monday and Tuesday you can as well. So if you vote and you drop it off, you ain't even got to stand in line. You can skip the line. At least in California, you can skip the line. I don't know about anywhere else, but you can do that. Vote, especially for those measures and propositions in your area.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a California thing.
Yeah, some places they call them measures. Some places they call them propositions. But you know the specific issues in your state. You know, make sure that you vote for those. There's a lot of states that have defund the police type legislation up for voting, which is extremely important. I know California does. So there's some stuff out there. There's also stuff, at least on California, about like rent control, things of that nature. So there's things that are important that will affect your everyday life. Yeah. And then, of course, you're voting for people that will affect your everyday life, like judges. You know, are these judges people that have been prosecutors all their life? Or are these judges people that have come from defense lawyers and come from like activism and stuff like that, and come from statements and rulings where they were trying to be just instead of be punitive, I guess you could say.
And I'll say, you know, I know there are, you know, commercials all the time on TV about these different propositions or measures, whatever they're called in your area. You cannot go by the commercial.
Yeah, please read up.
The commercial. The commercials, as you've seen, are biased. So you need to do your research, whether it be, you know, going through that booklet that they send you in the mail that gives you all this information. Again, I don't know if it's a California thing. I hope it's not just a California thing.
I'm sure other states are doing it. I assume.
I hope so. But they send us these thick booklets that actually explain what these propositions are saying. They explain what voting yes means. You know, tells you what happened, and what he know means. Which is really helpful. And, you know, we on the websites, because that's what we did. We kind of went, you know, line by line and went on websites and checked out people. And I mean, this is really important. You know, I mean, you can't really justify complaining about things when you didn't at least
look it up.
Do your due diligence and research and make an informed decision. And it's really important, guys.
So yeah, I definitely agree with that. So guys, you know what I'm saying, get your vote on. As you can see, Trump's deadly sins was trending today. Pretty much there's been a group that cut together a whole bunch of a whole bunch of moments where he was like talking about like God and like the Bible and stuff, and then transposing that or juxtapositioning that with all of the things that he's done. I thought it was interesting because, of course, these political attacks are going to go through the weekend. I don't know how much they'll matter because, I mean, this is stuff that's not new. Maybe people need a refresher course, but whether you vote for Trump or Biden, the local is by far the most important, or whether you don't vote for either of them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I can't tell you what to and to not vote for, but I can say, please go vote. Your city needs you. You know what I'm saying? Your city needs you.
And if you're voting for Trump, this is probably your first time listening to us, and probably be your last.
It'll be your last. Because I'm not going to tell nobody to vote for Trump. I'm not going to tell nobody to vote for Biden. Now, I will tell people they need to vote for their local stuff. The Trump and Biden, I'm on the fence with that. I'm honestly on the fence whether you should vote or whether you should abstain your vote, because there is...
Make it clear, you're not saying you're on the fence of who to vote for.
No, I'm not on the fence of who to vote for. I'm on the fence because there is this camp that's like, yo, we shouldn't vote. We should abstain our vote and show the power of why they need to give us tangibles. And it's a fair assessment. Then there's also the camp that's like, yeah, but right now stakes are real high. We got to do what we got to do to try to get a sense of normalcy back. And then after seeing, recently, especially since like the first presidential debate, I see where they're coming from. Like, homie is off the rails. It's not like it's not like he ain't wilding. But there is merit. But one thing that I'm definitely not on the fence about is like, guys, y'all gotta, because these local judges be putting us away like it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta make sure these judges, we gotta vote them in, vote them out, whatever. These DAs, like Daniel Cameron, got to go. Like Jackie Lacey, got to go. So like that's stuff that we gotta get that one together. But like I said, this is going to be a pretty light show, so I ain't even going to hold y'all on that a long time. Get your vote on, fill it out, put in the thing, drop it in the bucket, and keep on moving. Shout out to Boozeworthy, said turn in my ballot last week. Thank you. And Sandra Thomas said, okay, she talking to you. Go on, read. Sandra Thomas asked you, she said, did you see the links I sent you to the Ice Cube killing the messenger? I think you and hubby might find it interesting. So
I'll have to check that out.
So what to check that out? Because sometimes we just miss things, just miss it. But I got some fun news for some of y'all, depending on how much y'all like that speedy food. The McRib is back. I told y'all it was gonna be a light day, y'all. Look, I know we close to the election. I know things are high. Let's giggle a little bit with each other. But McRib lovers, rejoice. The McRib is back. McDonald's is bringing back the McRib nationwide. All right, that's everywhere. Well, everywhere in this nation. And then McDonald's tweeted out, "Good morning to everyone who has asked how I was doing last week, and to everyone else, McRib is back December 2nd." So the McRib is back. When you drop a tweet about the McRib like it's going to be a Beyonce album, you know people love it. All right, look, it's the McRib, y'all.
You know what? Back in the day, I loved me some McRib. Hear what I say. I loved me some McRib with some extra pickles on it.
Look,
but
it's the
then
McRib.
As I got older,
it's the McRib,
and my palate became more seasoned, if you will.
It's the McRib. But I did bring this up to once again help those that are really doing their thing. People, I am sure, whatever city that you're in, there is a brother or a sister that has a barbecue joint that makes a real rib sandwich, a real pulled pork sandwich. Search them out, seek them out, if you will, and patron their store. Please go to their restaurant. Get a real rib sandwich. Get a real pulled pork sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some hot links or something. Get some real smoked good meat. Not the McRib. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. You'll hurt your feelings. Unless you've never had real barbecue before, and then you wouldn't even know. You'd be like, oh no, man, McRib, that's what I like. And then until you have a real, like, look, because I'm from the South, so I'm gonna keep it real with you. Look, find yourself some real barbecue. Go eat there, enjoy it, and then you ain't got to worry about the McRib. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I brought this up, y'all. That's why I brought this up. Can I help you? Can I assist you? You got it? Are you happy now? Yeah? You good? Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, everybody.
Hi, buddy.
Say how you doing.
How doing?
Say don't eat that McRib. Oh man. Shirley said, "I don't even think the McRib is real meat. It's probably like that bologna meat. It's probably like a whole bunch of just pig in a blender, and they're like, oh, it's a McRib. Put it in the McRibby.
Pictures that were out at one time that showed like the label on the box that the McRibs come in. You know, like the package.
Oh yeah.
And it was, I forgot what it said. I'm gonna see if I can
McRib.
find that.
Look, don't. Just don't. It's the McRib. But I thought, the star has arrived. NERDSoulite in the house. That's right. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? Give him a woo. Give him a woo for you. A woo for you. That's right. A woo for you. So, but I thought that was cool. And to keep the giggles going, some other good news that we got is that the Chappelle Show is coming to Netflix. That's right. The best news you heard all year. Chappelle Show is coming to Netflix. That's right. This weekend. It's coming. It's here. Dave is here now, y'all. Dave Chappelle Show, 2 seasons of hotness, or 3, well, two real seasons of hotness. The 3rd season isn't approved, so we can't really count that, even though it does have some funny moments. But see, it's not all doom and gloom here, guys. Chappelle Show back. And now you get to have all of these super young people that are so deep and so woke that they need to go to bed, analyzing his show and writing brand new think pieces like it came out yesterday. So, because that's going to happen. And I'm like, in episode 1, I feel that Dave Chappelle is like, no, dude, it's funny. Just let a comedian be a comedian. We're not expecting this dude to be the king, a senator. Just let this dude be what he is. Just let him be in his lane. Like, stop trying to make him something that he ain't. He's not your priest. He's not your king. Is this your king? He's not your president or your ghetto resident. He's just a comedian, man. He's just making y'all laugh. That's it. He's just looking at our society in a unique way or a different way and asking us, hey, why do we do these things? So anyway, Think Piece Twitter is going to be up in arms on Sunday. Oh, you best believe that Boogsworthy. Man, everybody going to have a Medium article. Everybody and their mama they're going to tell you, because they got to let you know how deep they are. They have to let you know how deep they are and how intellectual they are. And this is a shout out to Prince from Thought Crimes. He called them intellectual masturbators. So,
oh, wow.
So yeah, that's man, it's going to be one of those things. And oh yeah, Sandra Thomas said, where the intersectionality jokes at. So yeah, they're going to be out there. But for those that just want to watch something and laugh and don't expect it to rule or ruin their life, then you can go and enjoy the Chappelle Show and be happy while you dream of the McRib. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not coming back until the 2nd. Also, some good news. Some good black news. If you follow sports, and this is slightly on the sports side, Rich Paul had a nice little glow up with Clutch Sports. They held an event. It was broadcast on ESPN or ESPN2, and it was basically all the Clutch Sports athletes together. And the reason I picked this out and the reason why I love this particular piece of news is because Rich Paul, because Rich Paul is someone that people made fun of. People said was inexperienced. People said couldn't do it, couldn't handle a celebrity or a corporation such as LeBron James. And I like, many times, and I've said this, I might not have said this on my show, but LeBron James is way more revolutionary than I think that we give him credit for, because he does a lot of stuff quietly. He's put a lot of brothers and sisters in business positions that normally they would not been able to. Why? Because no experience. Because we gatekeep you in this business. We gatekeep you out of being an agent or having access to top clientele for sports and stuff. And LeBron James opened that door up. So now when you look at Clutch Sports, you see all these young men and women, brothers and sisters doing their thing. All these brothers together, some of the top talent. And you see Clutch Sports becoming a major force in the game after people looked down on Rich Paul and clowned him. And I brought this up because many of us, like you and I, might be watching this or be on the stream, and there's a whole bunch of people looking down at you because you don't have the experience. Well, I don't have the experience because you won't open the door. That doesn't mean I don't know what I'm doing. And see, Rich Paul knew knows what he's doing. So it's not an issue of competence. It's an issue of you're trapped in this cycle where the ruling class of the NBA or the agents of the NBA make sure that they keep that door closed on you so that you can't get these meetings or you can't see these agents. And LeBron hooked this up, man. And LeBron, this type of stuff will go on for generations, where you'll see these people be able to pass on either their business and or political acumen, and also the business itself, to other young brothers and sisters, to be able to maintain this energy of Clutch Sports and seeing all those athletes together that are very highly ranked athletes, and generating the buzz and showing that there's like this kind of camaraderie between them. You don't see other agencies doing that, and that's on them. You know what I'm saying? So this is just something that I thought was dope, because when Rich Paul first came into the picture, people were treating him like his name was Stan. And Rich Paul was like, no, I know what I'm doing. Nobody ever gives me the rock. So, and Shirley says, many of those so-called gatekeepers didn't have experience either. What they had was connections. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Your rich daddy runs the agency. So now you get you get your free office and you come here. You don't really have to produce because your daddy runs it, or your uncle runs it, or your best friend's dad runs it. You know what I'm saying? So man, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Everything is so exclusionary, and then they treat you like you don't know nothing. It's like, no, I know what I'm doing. You've excluded me at every turn. When I try to go to business school, you lock me out of the business schools that, will allow me to meet the people I need to meet because you say I need to meet them. And then when I try to get into business, then you lock me out of these doors and lock me out of those doors. So I'm glad to see this glow up. I'm glad to see it. It's been a while, but I'm glad to see it. I love it. Rich Paul, do his thing. Keep on shining. You know what I'm saying? Keep shining. Holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to come on NERDSoul, let me know. So, with that said, we're going to go on to some... What you looking at? Hairline news? I saw it was a hairline and a receding one of that. Kanye West, presidential candidate. All right, I'm gonna touch this real quick. Joe Rogan brought Kanye West on his podcast because I don't know, maybe he just needed some juice, some black algorithm juice. That's probably why he brought him through. But anyway, brings Kanye West on, talks to him for 3 hours, and it ends up being Kanye West talking for 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? And we covered a little bit on Beast Vibes Life, where he made comments about Black History Month. He also talked about like having, huge crowds, like sporting events for a church, and, doing things for God and stuff of that nature. He talked about Star Wars. I mean, he talked about a whole gamut of things. But one thing that seemed to be a through line was this idea of either he's so high level and so above us, and we just don't understand him, or a through line of, yeah, this dude is done. This dude is really done. Like, it's, it's over. Like, the glory days is over. And I brought this up because on a sadder note, and this is not before y'all come in here, I have no sympathy for Kanye. This is sympathy for more sympathy of the musical legacy than for Kanye. Look, he blew his bridge with me a long time ago. I could care less about Kanye. It's just the sad thing is when we have our musical heroes, you would like the sunset of their career to be them bringing in new dope talent, ushering them into the game, doing like amazing things, building groups, building artists, doing stuff. And the end of his career is just him essentially devolving into, I don't know, a bipolar stupor or whatever it is. And it's just like, Dad, you could have been great. And now you're just, because remember, what have you done for me lately? People are not going to remember, they're not going to remember College Dropout. They're going to remember you saying that Harriet Tubman really didn't free slaves. They're going to remember that you said slavery was a choice. They're going to remember that you said that you were going to run for president and like use all these Bible verses and stuff. Is like, come on, bruh. Like, it's a shame on that end. But I blame Kanye. I blame Joe Rogan for, Joe Rogan is just, because Joe Rogan is only using Kanye for what he's supposed to be using him for. Like, let's be honest. We know how Joe Rogan get down. Joe Rogan want them clicks. He don't care who you is. Joe Rogan would interview a dude that killed 5 people by biting their faces off if he could to get those clicks. So, I'm not surprised on Joe Rogan's tip. But with the whole thing of Kanye and this dumbness, it's just like, we need to just be done with this dude. Like honestly, I heard, writings of it, but I ain't even click on that joint. I was just like, look, I'm done. And I think it's time. You know how we all got up and turned away from Michael Bloomberg? It's kind of time for us to do with that with Kanye. He's gotten enough attention. He showed that there's nothing there. He showed us that there's no substance. So we're good. We're good on that. We know now. We know that it's no substance. We can all move on. Shouts to Kibi23 says run for president but never barely voted. David Letterman show. Sandra Thomas said, are you from London? If so, I'm from Birmingham. If you're US, hey sister, it's all good. Oh, all right, going back and forth. Cool. But yeah, and Kibi23 says Joe Rogan just doing Joe Rogan. And it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not even mad at Joe Rogan, really. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't care that much. I mean, it's just about that time. It's about time that we just let Kanye be on his own. let him be on his own. I will say I've seen a lot of stuff on Twitter like, y'all understand, he just so high level. And I'm like, I don't think the issue is that we don't understand what he's saying. It's that he's crazy.
And I think I've said this before, but I really do wonder, is there anyone that Kanye listens to? Is there anyone that can pull him aside and, and speak to him and he listens to them? Like his wife? Mm-hmm. Anybody? Like, is there anybody that he will listen to? And I honestly wonder, what is his wife? What is him saying to him, if anything?
Kim is busy having a 40th birthday party. She ain't got no time for this. What? Are you kidding me? Kim is having surprise birthday parties. She ain't got time to be worrying about Kanye. Got this fame to get. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got that fame to get. Look, this whole marriage was a fame thing. We got the fame. I wanted my light-skinned babies. I got them. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. Let's not front like she's not one of those chicks that want light-skinned babies. That want Kim has shown us nothing. I'm not going to go off the rails on this one, but I'll say this. Kim has shown us that she has the same type of mentality. Her family has the same type of mentality of like, we got to get this type of guy because I want my babies to be, interracial or something like that. And we've seen videos, not from Kim saying that, but from the Kim types. Now, I don't know if Kim would ever verbalize that, but it would not surprise me. But you're right. She's never said it. So I don't know. But So, Sandra Thomas said, "I'll pay you 1 red cent to watch Kanye's ramblings." To Shirley. Shouts to Keith and Jones. Nice to see you up in the spot, man. Throw your link in here for the comics and everything, man. In general, they think black people don't understand their own predicament. We always have people outside of the struggle speaking for us. Jared Kushner is a perfect example. Jared Kushner, I was like, who even? Man. Like, nobody even, who's like, nobody, it's kind of like that where's Ja? Like, where's Ja? Where's Jared? Like, nobody's like, man, I really want to know what Jared Kushner thinks about, what Jared Kushner thinks about the black struggle. Oh, man. Kibi23 says, I think Kanye does him. And in regards to comments like Harriet Tubman, I wouldn't expect her to step in, hence Jeffree Star drama with black women. Her co-signing it. So yeah, this is whatever. But I mean, hey, I just brought that up because guys, it might be time. Let's let it go. We should just let him go. Let him go. Let him push off into history. But we got some good black news.
We do.
We got good black news. We're gonna end it strong, y'all. Good black news. We had some good black news earlier and some new good. So we got 2 good black news.
I told you we're gonna always make sure we got
gonna be happy.
Black news from
goodblacknews.org.
Tell it.
All right. So, do you guys remember I don't know if he's a millionaire or a billionaire, but the gentleman who was gracious enough to pay off all the student loans for all of the gentlemen who graduated from Morehouse? You guys remember him?
Yes.
Mr. Robert E. Smith?
Yes.
Is now set to donate $50 million to support STEM students at HBCUs via the Student Freedom Initiative. So he is yet giving away millions of dollars to black students at HBCUs. So that is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
That's what's up, man. See, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, look, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, gotta have some good black news. There's some good black news for y'all. So, guys, look, told you we weren't gonna hold you. This is a nice short show. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too crazy. Something light for your Friday, right before you get your candy from the store, not from the street. You don't want that COVID candy.
But if you can wait, y'all, till November 1st, all the candy gonna be half off. I'm telling you what I know.
She telling it. Shouts to Shirley said he just paid a huge fine for taxes. Oh Lord. Oh boy. But shout out to the chat. We got Boogsworthy, Markeith Collins, Madam Butterfly in the house, Sandra Thomas. We had Panda came through. I think I said Shirley already. Who else we had?
Madam Butterfly wasn't here.
Yeah, I already called her.
Okay.
Tiffany Little, what up? Let's see. And Keith and Jones came through this joint. So thank you so much for hanging with us. You know what I'm saying? Look, we real. Now, if you watch, first tomorrow, don't forget, do remember, Illuminati! Do remember, tomorrow, we got Rent Party, 2 services, 11 a.m. PST, 7 p.m. PST, tons of black comics, gaming, cosplay, all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be dope. Music. Look, hey, just get your candy and sit down in front of the TV or the computer, or your phone, however you watch YouTube, and enjoy, because it's gonna be dope. Panels, all kinds of stuff, and we did it just for you. Also, don't forget, if you love Star Wars, your boy is covering it. And I will be covering it tonight. About an hour and some change. We'll be talking about The Mandalorian coming back. Do I like it? Do I hate it? You don't know yet. But to my left, Lisa, say what up.
Bye, y'all.
You ready to go? Say peace. Say peace. Say woo for you.
Woo for you.
Yeah. All right. So, guys, NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. He covering me up. It don't even matter. Hit that thumbs up if you like what you're saying. Hit that thumbs down if you don't. Hit that thumbs down. I'm going to send Kanye to your house to talk to you for 3 hours. It's not going to be happy. So, podcast if you want to listen. Spotify for that music because I do have jams. And until next time, for some of y'all, it might be an hour. For some of y'all, it might be tomorrow. From us to you. We're going to leave y'all with Arcatron. That's ARCKATRON.com. Space Bridge in stores. Go get it. He makes dope beats. And of course, peace. We out. We out. Oh, we out. What? We out. We out. We out. We out. All right, you ready? All right, cool. Yeah, we love all y'all. Peace. Man.